Hey, it's Kat. A lot of you guys are asking me questions on Twitter, like, why did I think the attorneys failed him? Well, one, Sean Hawley, she had another case. She left, and then also there was this weird accusation of bribery, and her, and she had another case, so she left. But she was still the trial advisor to Medessian. She was paid, and Medessian communicated with her as he took over the trial, for a portion at least. There was some questions by the defense that Sean Hawley was delayed in hiring a DNA expert, and the judge said that wasn't an issue and he didn't agree with it. A lot of the stuff the judge said was true in regards to Medessian. Medessian did not have objections with a lot of key points. He let things slip in. Even I noticed that while I was in the original trial. I just thought he was sloppy, cocky, and an asshole. And also having Tory sitting behind that glass barrier or whatever that partition was didn't help the look. Also, I've said this in other videos. I don't want to repeat myself for the people that have been watching my videos, but the way people came to court, the way they dressed, the weird games being played, all that stuff was seen not only by the people that work in this courthouse, but by the jurors. In this courthouse, jurors walk around everywhere. You don't know if a juror is on which case, unless a lot of people aren't very observant, okay? Because I've worked in a lot of different professions, I'm a very keen observer. So I'm always looking at things. I'm noticing things that people take for granted. So what I'm trying to say is, you can't come into this courthouse and act like you can do whatever you want. Hence Wiggins, hence Milagro. You can't have your boobies exposed, and you can't have a slit up to your coochie. I know you guys didn't want to hear it, but that's facts. I'm not going to lie to you people. And again, because of my own experience, and also I've covered news for a very long time, all right? I don't talk about it. You can look at my videos and you'll know, but people know me in New York, people know me in Europe, etc., around the world for what I do. But some of you guys think you know everything. I don't know everything, but I do know when you come into a court, and if you're for a person, you have to show decorum and you have to act like you have some class. And I notice people in the hallway that are either work for the courthouse, and they allowed to sit into court and watch this proceeding. And sometimes we're in the hallway when they're talking amongst themselves, they're saying, look at the hallway, it looks like a jail. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't understand the game. It's not your game, it's a chess game, and it's their game. So when you come to this courthouse, you have to act a certain way. And also, whether you're a performer or a regular person, if you come into a courthouse, you have to understand the rules. You can't just do whatever you want. Sorry, the fucking video is stopping. But one of the reasons why I said the attorneys failed him, because he's had at least 4 attorneys, and they all leave or they all do sloppy work. You need someone on your team all the way through that knows the nooks and crannies. What's really unfortunate with Tory's case is he really needed a scandal type of group, like Olivia Pope group, working behind the scenes, scouring the internet, looking for incriminating evidence that proves that Tory was innocent and Megan Pete was lying. They didn't do that. Literally all the evidence that you guys sent to me, and the people like Raven sent me clips, and the Umbrella sent me clips, and people I don't even know sent me clips, and I thank you. But that's what the attorneys needed, and they needed to listen to that. But to me, crucial evidence that wasn't even brought up in the motions was Megan's injury. Was it 1 foot? Was it 2 feet? Was it fragments? Was it a ricochet? Was it glass? We don't know. What happened to the gun? What happened to the bullets? What happened to the fragments? Everything's missing. What happened to the video evidence from those houses? All that's missing. What happened to Tori's fucking SUV? I just don't understand. Like, I was wondering if some of this responsibility goes on Tori in the sense of you can be extremely talented and extremely gifted, but if you're smoking too much weed or doing whatever, or you're sleeping around with the wrong people, that literally can give someone an opening to take you out, which obviously this is. But like we've said, this kind of thing has happened since the beginning of time. Women are used, or men are used, or something that you're addicted to is used to get someone to make a mistake where they're either dead or they're in jail or they're compromised. I mean, this is nothing new. But again, I'm not an attorney. I'm just an observer. And again, I've been through court by myself, pretty much represented myself against Suge Knight and Cat Williams because no lawyers would help me. So I did a lot of research. And Raven knows a lot of stuff too. So again, I thank her for all the videos that we did together. And we're going to probably do another one. But you guys don't want to listen. And that's one of the problems. These people that act the fool in court and are narcissists and fucking around and just trying to get clout, you hurt the case. It's not about you. It was about trying to find the evidence for Tori and get the story out. By the way, there's no media here. There's no media here. You know why? Because they knew he was guilty. And he wasn't going to get a mistrial. I mean, he wasn't going to get a new trial. They knew it. So nobody's here. Pretty much the judge just went through the list and said Medessian never made an objection. He didn't use really, he kept calling the defense, but he's saying Medessian had no objections to like Pete's testimony regarding the gun, regarding the probation, saying that Tori was on probation and that he told the ladies, hey, I'll give you $1 million. There was a lot of stuff that was just thrown out there that Medessian never made an objection to. So again, I told you, I thought Medessian sucked. I still stand by that. I saw him earlier today, and I was like, oh, can I get an interview? And he tried to act like, you know, like he does, a bull, like, oh, good luck with that. It's like, motherfucker, you really suck as a lawyer. And he was too busy looking at the people in the seats as opposed to, like, listening to the witness and figuring out a way to counter what they offered. Because to me, this case was easy. The judge said if anyone's testimony changed, it had to be impeached. That was the open door for Tori, but he didn't explore it. It's like all these motherfuckers with their fucking ego. So the DNA expert, the judge said that was a small part of this case. It was no big deal. Okay, but they relied on Megan's testimony, and I believe Sean Kelly's testimony, and the stupid Instagram post that Tori didn't necessarily do, but they just put it up there. So again, I said in the first video, I even talked to Medessian. I said, aren't you going to prove his innocence? He's like, it's not my job to prove that he's innocent. It's the prosecution. They have the burden to prove his guilt. Well, they did. I hope you're happy. But I think even the new lawyers, they failed him because they didn't bring up Miss Pete's testimony, Sean Kelly's testimony, Kelsey Harris's testimony, and he didn't address those major witnesses in their motions. They talked about conflicted counsel, but they didn't They didn't destroy the prosecution's case, and that's the point. It's like being a good fighter. Like, you know, I used to cover UFC, and so what I would say is, if you saw Habib fight, and if you met Habib, look at that video I posted a long time ago. Habib would force a person to submit. He would break their spirit. And if I was an attorney, and I'm not, I would destroy the opposite side with facts. That's how you win. Tory's defense did not do that. All right? That's the God-honest truth. They failed him. And I've already talked to somebody. They're working on an appeal, but you come to court swinging. You can look at my YouTube page, search like court. I did videos when I was going through the shit with Cat Williams and Suge Knight. But one of the reasons why this stuff is so serious is that, one, in regards to the case I was in, because the judge didn't believe that Suge Knight needed to be put in jail while he waited trial for my case, while he was out on bail, and even though he had probation violations, and I believe he was wearing a gun when he attacked me, or was threatening me, he got his goons to attack me. That's a whole other story. But anyway, the judge did not put his ass in jail, and when he was out, he made a video on TMZ, because TMZ loves giving people attention who are bad. Free video setups where they can just say whatever they want. So he literally said in the new year he was going to go after his enemies. And like a couple of weeks later, he killed Terry Carter. So I, again, felt a lot of guilt about that, because I wasn't taken seriously. And what happened to me wasn't taken seriously. And then Cat Williams pretty much skated. He didn't go to jail or anything. And at the time, he was doing a lot of crazy breaking the law, attacking people. I don't know. He was going through some shit. But he didn't go to jail in my case. He got another probation because he made a lot of money and he paid Sean Hawley to get him off. So I know something about cases. So that's what's going on, guys and ladies. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. Anyway, I will talk to you later. Bye.